Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be considering some of the comments for the Spiritual Gems section for the week of March 10th to 16th, 2025. So friends, thanks for joining us, and now, let's dive in. In this week's Bible reading, we're considering Proverbs chapter 4, and let's start with the question, what spiritual gems from this week's Bible reading would you like to share? Number 1. Proverbs 4:1 reads, "Listen, my sons, to the discipline of a father. Pay attention in order to gain understanding. The counsel to youths is that they listen to the sound instruction of their godly parents, particularly to that of a father. He has the scriptural responsibility to provide for the physical and spiritual needs of his family. Without such guidance, how much more difficult it is for a young person to reach maturity. Should not a child therefore respectfully accept the discipline of his father?" Number 2. Proverbs 4:2 reads, "For I'll give you good instruction. Don't forsake my teaching." We must pay attention to the vow of dedication that we make to Jehovah. It's not a joke, it's not temporary, it's something temporary, or that if they get bored or tired in the future, later they leave it and nothing happens. But the verse reminds us that no matter whether if he's an infant, a child, or an adult who wants to get baptized, they should not abandon the teachings of Jehovah. This motivates us not to act just by impulse or competition, but with maturity. In other words, good thinking. Number 3. Proverbs 4:3 reads, "I was a true son to my father, and the one especially loved by my mother." So it's really important that as Christians we treat well, we be good children with our parents if they are alive. There are people who have mistreated their parents very bad, and now that they are no longer, they regret it. Others, if they could do it again, they'll do it. It's good to remember that they're not perfect parents. They do their best with what they have. Jehovah promises to bless those who care for and help their parents and don't forget them. Number 4. Proverbs 4:5 reads, "Acquire wisdom, acquire understanding, don't forget and don't turn aside from what I say." Acquiring understanding is also essential. Without it, would we really see how facts relate to one another and get the complete picture of a matter under consideration? If we lack understanding, how could we perceive the whys and wherefores of things and gain insight and discernment? Yes, to be able to put two and two together and come up with the right conclusion, we need understanding. Number 5. Proverbs 4:7 reads, "Wisdom is the most important thing, so acquire wisdom, and with all you acquire understanding." Godly wisdom is important, but we must also acquire understanding, which involves combining isolated facts and then seeing how they relate to one another so as to grasp the importance of a matter. The import of a matter. The speaker showed that acquiring understanding brings joy. For example, in Nehemiah's time, the Levites were explaining the law and giving understanding. Afterward, the people carried on a great rejoicing, for they had understood the words that had been made known to them. 6. 4:7. Wisdom means putting knowledge and understanding to work in a way that brings forth good results. Knowledge, acquaintance, or familiarity with facts gained by observation and experience or by reading and study, it's fundamental to wisdom. But on the other side, if we don't have the ability to put it to good use or practice, our knowledge could be of little value. 7. 4:8 reads, highly esteem it and it'll exalt you. It'll honor you because you embrace it. Many people don't value spiritual matters. They think it's a waste of time, divine wisdom, or a personal relationship with Jehovah or worshiping Jehovah. For them, is out of their mind. It's like a child who is giving an offering between a diamond or a candy. He doesn't understand what is the most important and valuable thing. So, no wonder the Bible encourages us not to underestimate spiritual matters, spiritual treasures. 8. 4:13 reads, hold on the discipline, don't let it go, safeguard it, for it means your life. Disciplining ourselves in little things make it easier for us to do the same in big things. And that makes the difference. For example, training the eye not to keep on looking at a woman so as to have a passion for her would make it unlikely that we would succumb to immorality. So, it's a struggle, and naturally, this principle applies to both men and women. If we discipline our minds to bring every thought into captivity, there is little danger that we'll grossly transgress in word or action. 9. 4:15 reads, shun it, don't take it, turn away from it, and pass it by. When often know beforehand whether a certain set of circumstances would likely lead to sin, therefore the obvious thing to do as Christians is to pass along, staying away from anyone and anything and any place that could kindle wrong desires and inflame us with unclean passions. That's why the Bible encourages us to running away from certain things like lust, immorality, unclean thinking, etc. We should avoid playing with sin or bad thoughts. Number 10. Proverbs 4:16 reads, for they cannot sleep unless they do what is bad. They are robbed of sleep unless they cause someone's downfall. This verse motivates us to take care of ourselves, of our friendships, and to try to be a good influence in our family, congregation, etc. On the other hand, it teaches us the importance of care for our family. There are bad people around with the worst intentions we can imagine. We must take care of ourselves and take care of our family, and of course, teaching themselves to take care of themselves. Okay friends, that's a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful day and hope to see you in our next video. See you next time.